Once again, congratulations to the Super Falcons for giving us something to hold on to, for making us proud as Nigerians and, of course, as Africans as a whole. Yes, there's something I want to talk about. I really want to talk about the whole trend and, of course, the whole anxiety, the whole comments, the whole talks by the side by Nigerians and, of course, their reactions concerning, of course, the awards that was given to the Super Falcons for making Nigerians proud by the presidency. Yes, now this is something I want to talk about. Now, my point is this. Is it bad that the president decided to award them or maybe appreciate them for making Nigerians proud after, turning a 2-0 defeat and then, of course, defeating the Moroccans even in their home soil? Is it bad that Nigeria decided to award them and, of course, appreciate them for a job well done? I understand the frustrations with Nigerians as a whole. Yes, our leaders have not made us proud. We are not happy with our leaders. Nigerians in many quarters and, of course, perhaps all over the world are dissatisfied with the way our leadership is in Nigeria. Yes, of course, our leaders have failed us woefully in many quarters, in many ramifications, but this is not enough reason to justify our reactions and our actions towards the Super Falcons who have just made us proud on the international stage. Yes, and I'm very, very sure if the Moroccans had won this, they would have been celebrated all over the world. Yes, they would have been celebrated in their country like queens, and we Nigerians would have been sulking, would have called the Super Falcons names, would have thrown them tantrums, would have abused them in every manner we would have thought of, would have called them unprintable names. But hey, these are people who have gone out there with a whole lot of sacrifice and risk and have made us proud on the international stage. And hey, the best they got from us was the abuse, the insult, the disrespect, and all of that. No. That is not what is expected of us. That is that is absolutely disappointing. I am absolutely disappointed from Nigerians. To be very, very frank with us, I am totally disappointed. Yes, these are not the people for you to throw your tantrums at. These are not the people for you to be angry at. No, if you are angry at our leaders, yes, it is very, very fine. I understand the frustration, but this is not the time for us to begin to say, oh, yes, because they have won us trophies, and of course, why would you give them $100,000 and all of that? Bro, listen and listen well. Athletes in Nigerians have suffered. We have seen cases, we've heard stories where, of course, athletes at some point in time, they'll end up being beggars in the hospital bed. Yes, we've seen them. We've seen them. They have sacrificed a lot for this country and they have not been appreciated. They've not been well appreciated. This is the time for us to begin to improve on our sports. This is the time for us to begin to give football the place it deserves in Nigeria. Yes, look at Morocco. They have been hosting the WAFCON back to back, and they even have plans to host the FIFA World Cup. This is the time for Nigeria to begin to make football enticing. This is the time for people to begin to appreciate the game of football and begin to appreciate the game of sports all over the world. This is not the time for us to begin to cast aspersions and begin to make it derogatory. No, this is the time for us to begin to support the game of football. Yes, we have lots of talents all over the world. Yes, and if we continue with this kind of attitude, tell me who would want to venture into such venture. So this is the time for us to begin to encourage them. Football is a meaningful and, of course, a very enterprising business all over the world. This is the time for Nigeria to develop her football. So this is not the time for us to begin to cast aspersions on them. Some people have even said, look at the civil servant. See, yes, you might want to blame the presidency, you might want to blame the leadership of Nigeria, but then do not do it now. Do not say it now because these guys have been appreciated. No. It is good for you to drag them. It is good for you to call their attention to many things they have not done right. But do not use this as a parameter or as a yardstick to begin to make these guys, to begin to downplay the spirit of these guys who have gone out there to win us medals, to bring us glory.